Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start. Yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Back to pass. It's Beck. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Grab behind the line. It's ETN. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Looking to throw it again. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Shotgun formation here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
First and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And one final play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Ward. Pressure is coming. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can he get there on the ground? And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wide out. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Hurricanes will crank up the tempo. Back to throw. It's Ward. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Martinez. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Canes are in the red zone now. Big throw caught on the left side. Tackle, but first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Canes with 1st and 10 here. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Canes. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's back. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, to me, it looked like the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball from the time he got the snap. His receiver does a nice job of creating separation almost immediately on that corner route.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made a play that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. the Miami offense back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's caught downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start the second half. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pass rush closing in. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Incompletion makes it second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of his front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See your one-on-one matchup. Trust your quarterback and receiver. And take
nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Bringing pressure. Took contact on the throw. And he can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
He stopped him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The Dogs line it up with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the important point after attempts. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Get some space around the 30. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. And the Canes looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
Bringing it out. It's Bell. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Caught quickly. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball at the 34. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, the hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Snags the quick throw. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First and 10 play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. shotgun running play call. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
2nd down after the incompletion. Takes the handoff. It's ETN. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Dogs. Still